Hello, everybody. Welcome to Suzanne Wagner's Intuitive Patterns for the month of April 2016. We have made it through the month of March and the month of the eclipses. Whew, aren't we glad that is over with? However, as the famous phrase says, it's not over till it's over. Looking at this month, I will say the last half will probably move at a slower pace, which is caused by a Mars retrograde, which starts on the 17th of April, but it will last until the 29th of June. So as this month moves along, you will feel yourself getting more and more comfortable with sort of a different pace that allows for a real life rather than all that stress and rushing that is pressuring you to move forward as it has been in the month of March. We are dealing with the second Mercury retrograde in an Earth sign out of 4 this year. It starts April 28th and goes through May 22nd. This one is in Taurus, and it attempts to ground us into our normal routines that kind of help our health and our sleep. So don't stress if you need more sleep than normal, and pay special attention to your dreams, as they might be giving you some great insights, ideas, and new ways to address your world. The cards this month reflect the conflict and strong opinions that are waving around in your life, and clearly will be reflected in the political drama still unfolding in the media. There is a strong sense of competition and a grappling with the perceptions and psychological understandings that are prompting a great sense of duty and responsibility. Sorting out truth from fiction and our illusions from the manipulations of the media to finally come to a place of certainty is a difficult challenge. Everything feels a bit like a trapeze act in a circus, where you know you have to let go of one thing in order to grab a new thing, and yet it feels scary, uncertain, and a bit frightening. It's time to let go of the opinions that have been holding us back in a place where we feel trapped by the circumstances and get angry about it. This month gives us just enough stamina to fire up that gumption in the belly that says, I'm just not going to take it anymore. But the only one who can make the change is you. You cannot expect the world to mold to your whims, desires, or patterns of comfort and ease. It is up to us that need to make that change. It is only us that can shift our perceptions out of upset and into dealing with the reality, and actively work towards a shift that is true to a time and true to who we need to become. The patterns this month reflect the majority of humanity is very tired of the abundance being only for the few, and that many of us are still suffering and struggling after years of penny pinching and trying to pay the piper. That in of itself is a real win. We have to be fed up with the present to change the future. I wish movement did not always have to follow discomfort, but that is how this planet seems to work. The question is whether in our rush for change we let snakes into that basket of fruit, or if we are finally willing to look and deal with our own dark tendencies and allow the wisdom of those shadow parts to give us a greater insight and awareness as we move forward. Just remember that when you don't own your own dysfunctional parts, you will be attracted to people who will externally become those for you. It is always better to deal with your own internal selves before choosing shortcuts or others who we think can do the job for us. Life and karma is about taking responsibility for your choices and then learning from them. Keep an overview on all things and try to see how your choices have long-term consequences. You may or may not like the end results, regardless of how good it looks on the surface right now. You are going to feel fired up and passionate this month, so let that express itself in its highest ways that serve others, not just yourself. I hope you enjoy the intuitive patterns for the month of April.